What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing some Temur Eldrazi Rhinos. As you may or may not know on this channel, we love Eldrazi, we love our Rhinos, so why not play both? So in this deck we're looking to kind of curve out with our Rhinos into big top-end Eldrazi creatures. So our mana base, we have 4 Eldrazi Temple. This is to cast Thought-Knot Seers and Smashers ahead of curve. And then we have 2 Gemstone Caverns. You guys know I love my Gemstone Caverns. Having these on the draw has just felt like incredible. So we definitely always want to include 2. It does make the mana even worse than it already is. So looking at this pretty awkward mana here, we have 3 Grove of the Burn Willows. It taps for a red and a green, but each opponent gains life. It's not too big a deal, but we need it for the wastes. Same for Shivan Reef, except it pings you for 1. And then Yavimaya Coast also pings you for 1. We have our 2 basics in Forest and Island just to try to hedge against Blood Moon. And then we have our normal fetches with Foothills, Scalding Tarn, and Misties. For the main deck, I wanted to keep kind of the core of the Rhino package here with Footfalls, Shardless Outburst, 4 Dead Gone, 4 Fire and Ice, and 4 Fury. To try and take advantage of the Eldrazi Temples, we have 4 Thought-Knot Seers, 4 Smashers, and then 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This card has just been very impressive in general, and I think Chapter 2 really shores up this deck with being able to loot 2 cards. So sometimes you'll get stuck with some awkward lands or just cards you can't cast. So being able to get rid of those is pretty sweet. For the sideboard, we kept it pretty simple with 4 Endurance, Force of Vigor, and Mystical Dispute, and then 3 Subtlety. Disputes for the control matchups, Force of Vigor is for the artifact and enchantments, and then Endurance is for graveyard decks. Subtlety hits those big mana decks that can go over the top of this deck, like Tron or Amulet. So overall, this is a pretty sweet deck. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Again, just a reminder, I do deck techs. I'll put that information in the section below. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into gameplay. All right, match 1, we're on the play. All right, so here we're going to start off with a super awkward hand. We have our Gemstone Caverns, which we can't utilize, unfortunately. If we were on the draw, this would be a pretty sick hand, but we don't have any green mana, and our hand just pretty much does nothing otherwise. So we're going to mull. This hand's a little better. We have our mana, bunch of lands. So we're going to throw back Steam Vents here. We have our three mana sources here, and then we just have some action. If we need to, we can pitch Fury to Fable for some early interaction, but hopefully we can just hold on until then. So we'll play a Misty and pass. Opponent revealed Gigantha. So they could be on Tron or they can be on Death Shadow. So we're going to go get a Steam Vents. Another Temple. We're going to play out the Forest here. We kind of want to conceal this for now. It's not like a huge deal because we're probably going to play this out next. We want to keep our opponent guessing. Opponent fetches, Misty, probably tapped. Triumph, I would assume. Now just Steam Vents. Tapped. Okay. Mirror match right here, huh? So they pass, draw the second Fable. We'll play out a Temple, and we will, I guess, Outburst, right? We don't want to play into open mana, and we can always do things end of turn. Opponent does nothing also. Opponent plays Stomping Ground. So we will Outburst here. They're probably like, what the hell's going on with this? Cast our Rhinos. They have 2 mana open. This could be like Remand or something. It's fine. It's end of turn. We don't mind. So we can suspend this. Out the Temple, and we get to play Fable now. So this is a combo deck. Our deck doesn't do too well against combos unless we draw a Thought-Knot Seers. So we have to kind of start booking it. Fury is not the greatest card against this what we're assuming is like BTL or something. They missed their land drop after the Remand too, and they didn't put Kahir into hand or Gigantha into hand, so they probably have something. We will use the ability. We're gonna pitch both of the lands. Wow, we didn't draw another land. Okay, interesting. We will attack with, this could be our 5th land for Fury if we really need to, but they're probably gonna, okay, bolt that, sure. Don't really care about that. We will play another, oh wait, gonna play another Fable here. I wish I could hold up red mana. This could be another Remand also. Oh no, it just happens. All right, we just pass. So it looks like they're sitting on removal and kind of big things. If they have 7 cards in hand and only 3 mana. They keep missing mana though, that's gonna be great for us. Rhinos on suspend. We're gonna discard. We drew another land here. Yes, I guess we discard. I'm not sure if we want to keep Fable or Fury for this matchup. It's not very creature. They could have Dryad. That's why I'm not sure. We do have a full set, so maybe I don't mind. Okay, there we go. Drew another Smasher, so that's whatever. Well, we should have played Smasher actually, but we can just play another Fable. So we could have played Smasher for extra whatever, but they're sitting on 3 mana. I don't really want to get my Smasher countered. I'd rather get like Fable countered here. Let's play this. We could save that again for something, but if they have like Pierce or something, we can play around that. And we do have the treasure token to play around Pierce anyway. And then we'll pass. End of turn. Okay, yep, the Kokiki. So they're sitting on a lot of reactive spells, it seems. They found their land. They crack Windswept Heath. What are they going to get? Oh, Triumph tapped. Are they finally playing? Oh, Ren and 6. Oh, Scion. Okay. What is this? This isn't like Zoo, right? It's like a weird Zoo version. Rhinos. One more turn for Rhinos. We like all these cards, honestly. Fire and Ice. We could probably ditch Fire and Ice, to be honest. Actually, we're going to keep Fire and Ice because this connect is like a, no, we're not going to. This connect is like a, to get our creatures through, we can tap things and get them through that way. So they're holding up 1 mana, which sucks because this is probably stub. So we can, it's 100% stub. And if we, but it only counters non-creature spells. But because they have Ferocious, it's just going to counter that directly. We'll bait with a Smasher here. Oh, okay. And if they do block, we can just fire this. Or is it, actually, it probably is just non-creature. It is just non-creature. For some reason, I'm like looking, thinking it's just creature spells. Okay, sure. Here's the 9. Now they can stub if they want. There you go. Totally fine with that. So the smart play would have been to just play Fury, kill Scion, and be done with it. For some reason, I was thinking it would, if it had Ferocious, it would just counter all spells, but it's that spell with focusing on the non-creature part. So that's on me. We're gonna get to untap with Kiki, so that's pretty cool. And we get to have Footfalls come off. So what sucks too is if they have stub, now they get to stub this because we played like an idiot. Yep. So obviously better sequencing, better plays, we'd be in a much better spot. We're still in a great spot regardless. But if this match was closer, more optimally would have been better. Obviously, right? So they should concede to this, I would imagine. I mean, this is just 10. I don't know what they could have. They have 3 mana open. They still haven't put the, okay. They never put Gigantha to hand. Okay, against, I guess like a weird zoo deck, we're going to bring in our subtleties for good creature stuff. Some Dead Gone's out, I guess. Maybe like one Fable. I didn't get to see too much of their deck. We know they're like a zoo deck. So Stubborn Denial doesn't really work well against us other than Footfalls. So we do get a Gemstone Caverns on the draw, which is sweet. So we're going to keep this. Going to play Gemstone Caverns, pitch a Coast. And we're going to get that turn 2 Shardless Agent everyone's talking about. Let's see what they do. They've cracked that for Breeding Pool main phase, Nakatl. So it is Zoo. Okay. I just wasn't used to seeing the Remands. All right. Unfortunately, we can't do anything yet. So maybe we should keep in Dead Gones for like these early plays. But once they get this, now it's a 3/3 and Dead's just kind of useless. So it's hard to say. Maybe play better on the play than draw. Or it could be better on the draw and just catch them when they pass their turn. Okay, so we drew the Fire and Ice. We're just going to shard this here. Except if they have stub up, yeah, maybe we should have played around stub. Yeah, we're playing a little sloppy there. It was very obvious and unnecessary to do that. We could make them stub the Fable maybe, just to get it out of their hand. They're making their land drops now. Gonna get hit for 3. We do get the Smasher next turn. Play Smasher. They have a Remand. Such a weird deck. I'm not too big a fan on this. I feel like it does well, but I don't see how it does so well. It's kind of funny, but to each their own. They get a Temple Garden tapped. Get hit for 3. They pass again. All right, we're going to try to smash again. See if it gets remanded. Jeez, another remand. Remand, Stubborn Denial. There's really not much we can do against like those draws. We're just going to keep attacking though, because if we don't attack, we're not really going to chump here. And then if they just kill it, they bolt it. It sucks that we can't get more than one spell at a time. That's when Remand is best. They attack for 3. They play the Windswept Heath, play the Brawler. Another Temple. All right, we're going to play Smasher here. They crack Windswept Heath. They have a 3rd Remand. Just kind of sucks. They got a Forest here. Do they really have a 3rd Remand here? That sucks. All right, we're going to play Fable out. Give them 3 Remands. It's like the perfect counter to our draw. We're just going to pass here. So they're going to attack all. What sucks is if we double block and then they bolt one. We're going to double block. They're going to bolt one. It's just going to trample over one, like something else, right? No, they didn't. Okay. Down to 4. Jeez, okay. Opponent had a really good draw there. I don't know what to think about these Dead Gones. They're like not that great because the creatures just get so large so quickly. We'll run it back. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. This hand has 5 lands, Smasher and Ice. I think we can do better, so we're gonna maul. This hand's not much better, but we will keep a land. We don't really have any early interaction, but I'm really not gonna get a 5 here. This is the kind of awkward hands that you don't want to see. Opponent plays Misty, probably plays Nakatl here. Or Ragavan. Yeah, so the Dead Gones maybe should stay in for these types of draws here. Another land. And I mean, if we draw like this, we're not going to get anywhere. All right, Ragavan attacks. We take 2 and they reveal what? Oh, Gemstones. That would have been a terrible draw. We're happy they cleared that off. No land. Holy. But they have like Remand up and stuff. That sucks. We can't really like Outburst with Remand and stuff up. And then we would have loved an Eldrazi Temple. Ragavan gets in. Can't believe they kept a 1-lander and we can't punish them though. Ragavan hits. Wild Nakatl. I'll pass. Temple. Okay. Let's Thought-Knot Seer here actually. Probably gonna remand it. We can't beat like all these remands. It's just like not gonna happen. But wow, they didn't. They probably just have stub then. Oh my gosh. Leyline Binding, Tribal Flames. They got a lot. We're gonna take the binding, I guess. If they draw a land, they can start binding our things. Tribal Flames is annoying. Let's take Leyline Binding. It's between that and Tribal Flames, but if they're not hitting their land drops, and now they'll never connect with Ragavan again. Oh, they drew the land. So this will go get, so they will have Tribal Flame, be able to Tribal Flames this and get in, and then have Stubborn Denial up, but then they can't Outburst, or they can't stub. Get them for 5, make a treasure. So they do have stub open, but we can pay. They had another land off the top, that's good. To the hands, 2 stubs, 2 rags, Brawler, we drew a land. I mean, I guess we could Rhinos here. We could Outburst, or we can just Fury clear the board, but then they just play another. We're just gonna Outburst here because we're gonna play around all the stubs. We're gonna go green, red. So this way they can't Stubborn Denial this once they untap, and then we'll just pass. So we have Fury next turn to clear their board. They can play Nishoba. They drew a land for turn. They shock that in. What do they have? Nishoba. Maybe they just want to like hold up mana, I guess. Just have to pass here, right? Yeah. Draw a Reef. Gonna play Fury. Lane up like this. And now we get to get in. They have 2 Ragavans and 2 stubs in hand. What is this? Bolt. Okay, so they drew the bolt for turn, sure. Okay, so they do get to get in for 5 next turn and make a treasure. But if they do get in, they're dead on the crackback, especially with Reality Smasher here. So they need, I don't know what they need for this. They're definitely going to dash Ragavan here, sure. They only attack with Ragavan. They need like to hit something they can cast out of our thing. Another land. Wow, they've hit 3 lands. So they could cast a monkey. Oh, they drew the land for turn. Awesome. So they just lose. They're going to play a monkey as a blocker, but they're going to have to deal with 12 trample, and they can't handle that. So as soon as we cast this, they just will concede. Creature versus creature, and we win. All right, match 2. We're on the draw. We're against Karuga, so this could be either Blasting Zone or... Not Blasting Zone. Calibrated Blast or just Elementals. This is like a fine hand, so we're going to keep it. We need one more land. This is kind of a dead draw versus Calibrated Blast, but this is good starting point. Hopefully it's not against Blast because we need... Okay, it's not. Well, I guess it still could be, maybe. Most likely not. I don't know if they play Rogren. Fable, not really what we want, but suspend and pass. Opponent plays a Plains and passes. Kind of scary. We don't know what's going on there. We would like to draw a land at some point. It's not a land, but we can upkeep their Rogren. So I'll ice that. Draw another dead card and dead card. Oh, no third land. Okay. And we drew the land for turn. Sick. So we don't really know what they're on. I feel like I want to play this now because they don't have any blue mana. I'm pretty sure they're not on force. We have all our colors. We want double red at least. Double green already. We'll just get a Steam Vents and play Outburst now. Oh wait, we just took an extra damage by accident. We should have kept a colorless there. It's okay. Hopefully it's okay. If we lose by 1, that's why. Okay, they just never saw a third land and they conceded. So we're gonna put these in, I guess. We don't really know what they're on. We assume that they were just on like Karuga Elementals. Subtleties pretty good and Disputes pretty good. We definitely want Subtleties. I don't know about the Dead Gones. Maybe like take 2 Smashers for 2 Disputes. We need 1 more cut. We'll cut down 3 Dead Gones. Not 100% sure if that's good or not. All right, so this is a pretty sick hand here. We have turn 2 Ice into turn 3 Thought-Knot with Subtlety backup. It is 4 lands, but it shouldn't be too bad. Especially if they're not going to be doing anything for a while. Yeah. Oh, well, that's not good. Play Tarn and pass. This will just go get a Steam Vents. Definitely don't want to draw any more lands, though. They play Sacred Foundry tapped. Smasher. So we'll set a stop at their upkeep and ice their Zagoth. They also run like Leyline Binding and stuff, so it's kind of... We might actually tap their Sacred Foundry. I think we're going to tap their Sacred Foundry. Because if they have Leyline Binding, they're going to want to do that in response to Thought-Knots here. And by doing that, it turns off that. Okay, well, Flagstones. What is this? I mean, we keep drawing land. We've drawn like 3 lands in a row. I guess we'll play Temple and attempt a Thought-Knot and see what happens. That resolves. Do they have a Leyline Binding for this? Holy crap. Oh, oof. Oh man, this is a really hard matchup for us. Double Solitude, and they have the Lotus Field and the Force and Blood Sun. Jeez. What to do? We, oddly enough, don't have double blue at all. We've drawn all of this. Man, this is rough. I guess we don't care about the blood. I mean, if we don't take Blood Sun, next turn they just play Blood Sun into Lotus Field, have 3 mana. Oh man, I'm gonna take Solitude here. Man, that's rough. Their hand is like insane. So they get to play Blood Sun here. Wow, they drew Touch for turn. Okay, that's a good draw for them. Play Lotus, Blood Sun, Outburst. Okay. They don't have Force mana up. Does it tap for... Oh, it does tap for... Oh, because it's still a mana ability. So we could technically... So if they drew a blue card here, they could force this Violent Outburst. But if we let them untap, they just have Force open 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I think I'm fine. We could just smash. No, I think I want to get this down. Just gotta hope they don't have a blue card for Force. I'm pretty sure they don't. They do not. Fortunately, we pass. They do have Fury. They do have Solitude. They can Fury on their turn. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. They have 2 mana left open. So it will use all their mana. If we had a blue card to pitch, that would be good. If we had double blue mana, that would be even better. Another Outburst here. So we don't know what they drew. Again, it could be another blue card. We're going to... I hate that our mana is so awkward. We will attack. They're going to block, right? We're going to Outburst again. Hopefully we just put so much pressure in play that these 1-for-1s aren't good enough for them. Don't draw Force. Don't draw Force. Ugh, God. They drew Force. Man. Or they drew a blue card for Force. They trade. They still take damage though. Man. And we don't even have anything here. If we had a follow-up play, that would be insane. So we know they have Solitude in hand. I would love to draw, I don't even know, a blue card maybe? They have to put Kahir into hand, or Karuga to hand, right? Okay, they did. 1, 2, 3. So they can play Karuga here. Man, if we had a blue mana open for Subtlety. All right, so they're just going to hold open Solitude. Hold Solitude mana up. If we could draw a blue mana source here. God, that's like the worst draw. Play Fable. So what sucks is that we could play Smasher here, but then it just gets Solituded. I don't think we can do that. Yeah, if we drew a blue mana here, that would have been like insane. They're just going to Solitude the Goblin Shaman. And then Karuga draws them 3 cards. So they'll attack for 3. Oh, they're going to touch our Fable? No, now they get to draw 4 cards. Oh, it's artifact or creature. Okay, they're just putting it in play so that they can draw more. I thought this was just like legit O-Stone. Yes. Artifact Gemstone Caverns for another agent. What do they have? They have Karuga and something? We only have 1 blue source. That's like insane. I'm going to play Solitude out. I mean, Reality Smasher. Smash. What did they draw? They had to have drawn like Solitude or something. No, nothing? No. There we go. We'll play our own Shardless Agent. Then we'll pass. They only have 2 cards in hand. One's Karuga. What are they waiting for? There has to be some instant speed. Oh, they just gone our Rhino. Okay. So now they just have Karuga. If they play Karuga, they draw 4 cards. Yep, there's Karuga. Man, they go up to 5 cards in hand. Play another Lotus Field. Probably Teferi or something. No. Yeah, now we're just kind of screwed. They get that and tap 2 Lotus Fields. Let's see if we can actually Fury something, I guess. Fury away Karuga. See if it even resolves. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 11. Can we let them untap with the Fairy? I feel like we're not winning otherwise. I feel like we just have to go for them. And then we have Subtlety Pitch. Oh my god, another gone? Okay, well, I guess they take... Man, that did not work out. So regardless of if we went up for Teferi or them, we weren't getting much through. They cycle Triumph. So if they have absolutely nothing, then we can win. Because we get to copy Reality Smasher or Fury. All right, we're going to pitch Subtlety here. We can't let them kill our board here. Hopefully they don't have much else. Hopefully they drew like a land or something. They plus with Teferi, so they're digging. Come on, not another one. They just drew with Fury. Oh man, that stinks. Okay. So they cast it, redrew it. So I guess maybe we just let them have it and then they draw a random card and then we just have nothing. All right, we're going to attack them again. So they're going to trade here. We will play out Fable. I don't think we should be going after Teferi here. It's like we're too far behind in terms of like mana. Blood Sun, another one we don't care about. And we're certainly on 1 blue source too, which has made things a lot more awkward than they need to be. They bounce the token. They play another Teferi. Draw with this Teferi. Oh, they bounce with this Teferi. Okay. I guess we'll pass. It does give them a chance to I guess draw Force and stuff like that, but it makes it so that Fury's not an out. They have 2 Furies, probably a couple Forces. So go green, blue, green, red, cast Outburst. Don't have a Force. No. Okay. We do get to flip Fable and we draw a land. Ugh. It's not even a blue source. I'm just going to keep it in hand. There's no point in playing it. End of turn. Solitude. Yep. Yeah, this matchup's, you guys can say it's pretty tough. They just have so much like creature remove. They're like creatures are better than ours if we don't get like a quick jump with temples. But they got their quick jump with Lotus Field and Blood Sun. We'll probably scoop in like a turn or 2. I forget what the next card. I think the next card's a Smasher. They gain 3. I feel like they probably just have like another Solitude chilling. We're going to end up having to attack Teferi now. Oh, it's Thought-Knot Seer. I thought they tucked something. Did they tuck Thought-Knot Seer? a third Teferi. At least they have like nothing going on, but neither do we now. But they have a Teferi. Did they draw the Fury? No, they top deck Fury. Okay, good draw for them. So this is like the normal. This is just like the Lotus field, like mid-range deck. So dead, not the greatest. Dispute is like okay. It gets worse as the game goes on. I feel like I want Smashers. Fury's really good. Take like one Fable out. I'll try that. All right, we'll be on the play this time. One land. We have them all. All right, this hand's a lot better. We'll keep this. Put back Fury. Do we want to put back Subtlety? Put back Subtlety. We don't have any blue pitch cards yet. And we're just going to try to be super aggro here, and hopefully they don't hit Lotus. If they hit like that, the Tron combo of their deck, then it's a lot harder to come back from. Play Steam Vents, tapped. We'll get our Steam Vents tapped also. Eldrazi Temple. Not really what we want to see. I feel like I'd want to see, I don't really know what I want to see here. Either Dispute for just protection. Is this tapped also? Okay. Footfalls is definitely not what we want to see. We will play a Temple here. We're going to Outburst at their upkeep, so that way they can't force this. Cast Footfalls. Hopefully they don't have like land in the Blood Sun or something. There we go. So we do get one turn to attack before they play Lotus. And we will Violent Outburst. It looks like they're tapped out anyway. Nice. Get in for 10. And then we get to suspend this one and pass. So if they go Lotus, they don't sack their flagstones anymore. So they can have 5 mana here. They need like a board wipe. They need like Supreme or something. I don't know if they run that though. But this is a pretty tough board to get away from unless they have like Fury. They do have the Lotus field. They need like Fury, kill a Rhino. So now if we don't draw a land, we Fury their Fury. Swinging for lethal to draw a land. So we will cast our own Fury. And if they have nothing, they should concede to this. Nice. We got there. All right, match 3, and this is a pretty sick hand here. We have at least 3 lands. We have Ice for tempo, and we have our 2 Cascaders. We're going to keep. Opponent mulligan to 6, to 5. Kind of scary. Steam Vents tapped. We've been seeing a lot of Steam Vents tapped lately. I'm going to play Yavimaya Coast and pass. It's so weird playing these cards like this. Scalding Tarn, pass. Eldrazi Temple. We will play that. We'll see if they want to. Okay, they will. Jetmir's Garden. This could be like a weird Rhino version. I'll tap Jetmir's. Could tap the blue source, so that way our things don't get countered as well. But if they have another land, yeah, they have another land. So we could play Shardless here. Hopefully it resolves. I feel like it's not going to with the way opponent paused. Unless they were pausing because they were wondering why there's an Eldrazi Temple here. Oh, it worked. Oh yeah. All right, they're going to fetch. Another Triumph. So the Xanders and Jetmir's. Bloodstained Mire. Is this just like creativity and then we just... No, we're never being creativity. No. Yeah, that's a tough matchup for us. Damn. Sacrifice a creature. Discard a land. Yeah, I don't know how we're... Oh, shoot. We actually just discarded our red source. It's not... I was just so sad over this. I pitched that. All right, well... All right, let's attack. They're definitely not going to block here. If they do block, they're either dumb or they have something else. God, do we have to double Fury this away? That's what we're going to do. We're going to Fury, pitch Fury, pitch Fury, pitch Fury. Oof, okay. Maybe they have nothing. Come on, nothing. Yeah, this matchup seems miserable for us. No, not again. Do they have it again? If they do, we'll just concede. Oh, okay. Could be worse. We would have loved the Fury for this. God, I can't believe we just 4 for 1 to... No, we got rid of our red source. We're so dumb. I pitched it too because I was like, oh, we don't need... Oh, there's a Leyline Binding. Yeah, so we should be attacking for 5 here. Have 2 more Rhinos. Hopefully something happens. I don't know. But they get the loot now and are probably dead to the loot anyway. So let's just say we have 2 more Rhinos here. Would that matter? They're definitely going to discard 2 cards. Spell Pierce and Stomping Ground, sure. If we're going to lose to any deck, it's going to be this deck. They attack with Goblin Shaman, make a token, sure. And they could creativity for a shit ton here if they wanted to, rather than none. Okay. No, we're getting so punished here. We should have won. It's like threw the game away. They're at 4. Yeah. Oh, man. Get Sacred Foundry tapped. If they do nothing, we draw a red source, then we can win. Come on. They attack for this. They're tapping mana. If they have the creativity here, then I don't feel as bad. Well, I guess we could have won, honestly. Oh, they're just going to hardcast. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we should have won that. We just threw that away. That stinks. This is a hard matchup. I guess we bring in Disputes. Disputes aren't even that good. Like Forces for Fable and tokens aren't even that good. I think we just run it back, honestly. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. All right, we'll keep this hand. That sucks. Yeah, that feels bad. We'll move on though. Play Steam Vents tapped and pass. Opponent plays Wooded Foothills and passes. We will play our Temple. Okay, they do. I guess, I mean, they don't really have much to do for 2 mana typically anyway. So depending on what they have here, I'm going to play Temple here because I don't really want to, if they have Spell Pierce or something, then we just get tempoed out so hard. This could get a white source. This could go get Temple Garden. Oh, Jetmir's, okay. There's the Spell Pierce. Wow, their hand is a double Archon, Lightning Bolt. We're going to take the creativity because they have to play Steam Vents, Shock, play Fable, and now we get to resolve Shardless here. So as long as they don't draw exactly creativity or what's it called, then we should be good. So we will play Shardless here, and then they have 1 turn to... Should we fire this token? I think we do, because we're going to win next turn regardless. So they need exactly something here. They need to loot into a land, like a fetch land and cruelty, or a fetch land into creativity. Nice, okay. Because if they were able to attack, we didn't kill that. Damn, man. Yeah, we should have won 2-0. I gotta stop talking about it. All right, moving on. This hand is not the greatest. Usually we board out Fury in this matchup too. Maybe we could have boarded out a couple Furies for Mystical Disputes, honestly. We have our 3 colors. We have 3, 4. It's just, there's no disruption, I guess. They kept 7. I think because we have double dead Furies here, I'm gonna maul. Oof. Okay. Are we greedy about this? No, we can't be. Shit. No, alright. We'll keep this. At least we have a Gemstone Caverns, I guess. It's tough. Like that, I think it's fine to maul that first hand. The double Fury, again, maybe we could take those away for disputes. I mean, the best thing we could have had here is like an ice just for tempo purposes, but if they're not, hopefully they play like a tap land. They don't play a tap land. Maybe they do something. Smasher. Do we play? No, we're gonna wait for them to fetch here. Then we'll outburst. So now they can't Spell Pierce. We draw a land, we get to Smasher next turn, which plays around Spell Pierce. Hopefully they just have like Fable or something. Arid Mesa, red and 6. Okay, come on, land. Yes. So this plays around Pierce as well. Double red, we want green. Force is fine. Play Smasher. Yes. All right. 3-0, baby. Match 4, we are on the play. This hand is pretty sweet. We have 3 lands, interaction, nice curve, opponent mulligan to 6. All right, we're going to play Coast here and suspend Footfalls and pass. Aspiring Vantage, waiting for the Goblin Guide or Swift Spear. Let's see it. Goblin Guide. Draw some lands. Let's go. Violent Outburst. We're going to play Scalding Tarn and pass. Unfortunately, this will be have to fetch Shock, I believe, if we want to dead the Goblin Guide. We'll see what's on top of our deck. Swift Spear. And they suspend Rift Bolt. Let's see what Goblin Guide reveals. It's a dead gone. Don't really want that, I guess, especially because we're going to have a lot of blockers. Maybe we don't need to kill. I mean, we could take 3. We take 3 and then just outburst. These coasts are actually going to be the death of us. I'm actually just going to take it here. We're going to put up a wall. Gemstone Caverns, play coast and pass. So it sinks that they know about outburst. I mean, they know about the Violent Outburst. So maybe they won't attack. We take 3 from Rift Bolt. Coasts are definitely not the greatest lands to have in this matchup. 3 to the face. They kind of flood out or something here. Lightning Bolt. Yep. Not looking good. Probably Skewer here. Lava Spike. Damn. Yeah, they might just have it regardless of whatever we do. Land. Okay. I mean, we're going to go to 3 and just die. We just have to, like, the only way we win is if they draw, like, blanks. But they could just, like, crack this here and kill us. We do have to trade here. Only 1, though. I mean, we're going to double block regardless, just in case, like, something weird happens. I mean, they would just kill us anyway, even if they wanted to trigger prowess. Are we dead? There's no way they're not going to draw. I mean, we have, like, they have to draw blanks for, like, 10 turns now. All right, well, there's a green source that we would have loved earlier. Maybe they have, like, a Boros Charm in hand, and we get to take that. It is a land, okay. So it's like twofold. We can either Thought-Knot Seer, take a double spell, or outburst and try to win at some other point, I guess. I don't know. But again, if they top deck a burn spell, we just lose. There's no coming back. And we have nothing for this matchup either. So this is kind of like the last thing we want to see, to be honest. Did they draw it? Sunbaked Canyon. They get to cycle Sunbaked Canyon for another draw. Did they get it? Boros Charm? Something? Searing Blaze. Okay. All right, this matchup, Fable is like way too slow. There's really like nothing to bring in, to be honest. Just Fable just kind of does nothing. I feel like I'd rather have Disputes over Fable. Just like if it gets late game, Forces can hit some things, Subtlety. Just try that. There's really nothing. All right, we'll play this time. Play draw is pretty huge. 4 lands, some removal, and Smasher. If they don't have any creatures, this is pretty dead, and this is kind of late game, so we're gonna maul. We're gonna have to risk it. Like I thought, not Seer. What sucks is that we're going to have to fetch shock this because we need hopefully the right colors. We're going to get green red here and hopefully we draw into something. It's super greedy, but going to 5 against burn, let me know what you guys think. They play Arid Mesa, Mountain into Goblin Guide. They did, man, the worst draw possible. We're just going to pass. If there's like no point in playing this and just taking free hits from here, but we're probably not winning this. In theory, we could suspend Footfalls and Fury dead this, and they have the Vortex too. Womp womp. It hits a Violent Outburst. We are for sure not winning this. I must like want to keep taking hits so that way we can draw lands, but not happening. Now it's like maybe we should have gone to 5. We could have always also suspended here, but with this, we need another way to win. No, not like this. Probably gonna crack one of these, right? Just bolt. They take 5 from this. Not that it matters. Good deck building. Yeah, imagine if we had like a pretty solid board state against this, because they're not doing much, but we just have absolutely nothing going on. Let's see what they have. Is this Eidolon? Helix? Yeah. All right. Unfortunate. All right, the final match. We are on the play here. Pretty sick hand for the final match, so we will keep. We got turn 1. We can figure out if we want to turn 3 Thought Knot or Shardless Agent, depending what we are. Opponent mulligan to 6. So we're going to shock in this breeding pool, suspend Rhinos, and pass. We need to be more aggressive. We're going to play Shardless Agent, Spire Bluff, Dragon's Rage. Okay, we're just really happy this isn't Living End. That would have been awful. Okay, so we do draw the dead. We're going to play this tapped. The question is, do we dead this now? And if they have a Ragavan, we take the hit? I think we are... Oh, shit. I'm so dumb. We played this tapped, so it doesn't even matter. I got so hyper-focused on my lands that, yeah, we should have played this untapped. The opponent's thinking hard. I wonder if they're either missing a land or they're wondering if they want to dash Ragavan. If they have it and they don't, they want to hold up a counter spell. They're going to shock that in. They're going to pay costs. Shredder. Okay, we love to see that. All right, because of that, I think we're going to jam Shardless here. So it will trigger... It will trigger a Ledger Shredder, but that's fine. This plays around Spell Pierce. Thought Knot Seer can get through Spell Pierce. We don't really care. So they're going to discard. Let's see what they discard here. Probably a non-land and Channeler. Okay. They're going to get in for 2. Oh, no, nothing. No lands. No lands. No lands. Another Shredder here? Yeah. Wow. So they do get the filter to find a land. Okay. That's fine. And they might end up giving this Delirium too, which will make our attacks pretty awkward. They put Consider into the yard. Yeah, Shredder's already a pain in the ass. And a land into the yard. So that must mean they have drawn a land. They look at our card. They did draw an island. And now Channeler does have Delirium. And this kind of sucks here, so they can do a bunch of stuff. Let's Thought Knot Seer. This is so annoying. Counterspell Murktide. Say Counterspell, because we can just bounce Murktide. We can't really attack, and hopefully they don't draw a counter for... Okay, they drew a land, unless that was the card in hand. So this has to attack. This is just holding back. So they have to play Murktide here, right? No, they drew in Holy Heat. Oh no, with the great draws there. Now they have to play Murktide. But yeah, the one for this deck, getting Ledger Shredder just made this deck so much more better, especially against our deck. Oh, Blood Moon. Jesus, dude, they just went runner. Holy shit. We do have Fable to run out, but this is now a 4/6. That's fucking absurd. We have Rhinos on suspend. Get to cast those at least. See how they want to block. Yeah, they can't believe they got Blood Moon into that. It's pretty gross. Oh, you know what sucks? That's our second spell too. So if they discard... No. Yeah, we just threw that. Okay, well, yeah, I'm trying to think of how we get through here. We have to like wait for them to gone. We have to wait to gone the Murktide. And I guess just try to push through as much as possible. This is going to swing for 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. They don't have lethal yet. Oh, you know what? Oh, fuck. We shouldn't have yielded too because they didn't discard. We still could have killed this. But I think the Murktide is going to be more important anyway. But we just assumed that they were going to discard a non-land. So this just attacks. They probably chills. They might attack with Mourn. Okay, no. Get hit for 3. Probably Murktide here. If they Murktide, they don't have any counterspells up. And Dragon Rage Channeler is now a 0 or 1/1. And they have Ragavan. Wow. Land, non-land. So now we have a 5/7 and a 7/7 to worry about. Yes. Pitch these two. Even Fury is just like not good enough. It's close. Yeah, if we had a red card to pitch to Fury, so we can bounce this. I guess honestly, we're just going to attack. There's no point in playing Fury first too, because it only kills the shitty creatures. Let's see what they do. How they block. Probably just like the easy blocks of triple block here, 1, 2, 3. take this, we bounce this, and then we're done on the crackback. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But we might have to just, well, we can Fury afterward, I guess. We'll see how they block. Because this is technically 8, 9, 10. Put them to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have enough to do both. 5. Yeah, we're just like, we're too pushed on mana here because this is in the air next turn. Even if we get rid of this, it's Xaxes no matter what. If we Fury these two, these 3 are 11. If we bounce this, these are 11 plus 2. 1. I think we have to Fury and then Dead. But if we do that, then it just triggers the Shredders too. So if we let this go through, go 1, 2, 3, 4 with Fury. But no, we need to dead this though. Yeah, I don't think there's any way of getting around this. All right, go to damage, Fury. It just like doesn't matter. See if they do anything. They just have lethal in the air. They have exactly 11. So if we would have deaded this Shredder, I think we would have been in better shape. Yeah. So in this matchup, God, do we want the forces for Moon? I think we just play whatever kind of thing. I think Smashers aren't the greatest here. Fables are fine. Endurance, Dispute, maybe Subtlety's not the best. Even Thought-Knot's here with not being a flyer, does not unholy heat so easily, but it does get counterspells out. Fable is pretty good under Blood Moon. These are just so good. We definitely need all 8 of these. Like 2 Fury, 2 Thought-Knot. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. Holy shit. Man, these last 2 games have been brutal. We go 3-0 and then just this. But we'll keep this. Like a Shardless, and I guess Thought-Knot's here. I want this for dead. It's going to be rough though. They play a Bauble. They look at themselves. Spire Bluff. Spire Bluff pass. I'm fine with that. I don't want to fetch now because I don't know if I should get what color source I should get. All right, Footfalls. I guess we're getting Stomping Ground here. Suspend. Pass. Kind of awkward. We definitely want a fetch land or a blue source, especially if they go Dash Ragavan and hold up interaction. Opponent plays EE for 0. That is also something to be wary about. Kind of makes our hand terrible. Our terrible hand extra terrible. We draw Gemstone Caverns. Not a blue source. We will pass. If we keep drawing like this, it's pretty obvious we're not going to win this one. They play Scalding Tarn. Crack Scalding Tarn for an island. Probably Blood Moon. We just have like nothing going on. Shredder. Okay. Shredder into nothing. We could go on that. I think we'll wait. Yavimaya Coast. I guess we're just going to hold up this blue source. There's no point in playing into EE here. Maybe they try to play Murktide and not have Spell Pierce. Can't imagine. Then it gets in for 1. They play Steam Vents, untapped. Dragon's Rage Channeler is not Delirious. So they're just like holding up like hard cast Dispute now too. I'm just going to dead this. Try to like stem the bleeding as much as possible. They're thinking if they want to counter it. Is it worth it for them to counter? Probably not. If they counter it, they do get to connive. They let it go. Rhinos have 1 more turn, and we draw a forest. We are somewhat insulated against Blood Moon now for Violent Outburst. However, if they do Blood Moon, then this gets stuck in our hand. We will hard cast Dispute for Blood Moon, but they 99.9% have like a Spell Pierce ready, or like a Fluster or something. This is a pretty hard matchup now. It used to be a lot easier, but with not having ley lines and stuff, all right, we get to cast Footfalls here. Gonna eat the Spell Pierce or Fluster, or they could just let it go and pop. Yeah, they don't have to counter it at all. Endurance is a pretty good draw. So end of turn, they're probably crack EE. Wow, they didn't. Okay, I guess they're just gonna do it at our yeah, we'll take the 1. We could flash this in and try to block. We'll see if they try to do anything. All right, we're just gonna cast this now. If they want to counterspell it and then we can dispute it, and then they don't have enough mana for EE, that's kind of the idea here. They let it go. We target them. They unholy heat in response. That happens. Our plan almost worked out. We'll attack. Maybe they'll pop. Most likely. Can't imagine them not popping it. So they're going to pop. We're going to play Shardless Agent. They're going to counter, and then we're going to be screwed. Especially because we only have 1 blue source. If we had another blue source, that would have been perfect. The mana obviously is a little sticky here. Attempt to cast Footfalls. And they get to connive too. So if they don't have a counterspell, they do get to look for 1. They draw another EE. Jeez. All right, so they definitely have something. They discard the Spell Pierce. Oh, wait. They didn't get the E. They discard the Spell Pierce. So now they're just like gluttonous for, yeah. Hand's too good. Yes. 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 Doesn't matter. We get to pay. F your Fluster Storm, man. All right. We got our Rhinos. Who would have thought making all these shitty land drops paid off, huh? Now we're tapped out though. So if they do anything, they play Polluted Delta. Do they attack or do they stand back for Shardless? They just, man, unfortunately we can't dispute that. Draw a land. This can go get an island at least. So we will attack with the Rhino token. The question is, do we dispute this Brazen Borrower? I'm not sure. That will connive. We'll increase the clock. It can't. See if they fetch an island and try to cast Borrower. They have to, right? So they're going to connive here. So if they put this away, that's 6, 12, 2-turn clock. They're swinging out. We have a turn 2 clock also, so they didn't do that. I feel like we're going to just dispute that. I might regret it, I might not, not sure. Because we have like somewhat of a board presence, and dispute's not getting any better. So if they just go Murktide, like whatever they do, they're going to have enough mana. So 1, 2, 3. They consider into the yard. Looks like they have the Murktide. No, they have the, I mean, not much better iteration. They do get the connive, and then they get the iteration. To connive a Spell Pierce. So we've never actually played this deck before, but from what I hear, it's pretty easy to play. People say it runs itself. Sometimes there's a lot of like sequencing plays that you have to kind of be aware of also. So I've heard mixed things, but I mean, a lot of the time it's like this. You play one threat and then you just get to play all these really efficient, efficient spells just to protect. So this looks like a Murktide now. Okay, an 8/8 Murktide, Jesus. So Gone would be a good draw here. Gone is like the best draw. Let's ice this now. Maybe we can draw something. We attack for 6. They attack for lethal. Damn. Okay. 3-0 into 3-2. Not, I mean, our draws were kind of shitty, so it's not unexpected, but for this deck, I think it's okay. So that was Temur Eldrazi Rhinos. I thought the deck was pretty fun. The mana clearly has a lot of issues with hitting the right color mana sources when we need them. We did get to showcase both halves of the deck. Sometimes we just cast Rhinos and won that way. Other times we just smashed and won that way. So overall, I think the deck's pretty fun. It is trying to do maybe too much split stuff. So with the Eldrazi package and the Rhino package, it's like fine, but there's better ways to do this probably. The mana is not the greatest, obviously, like we just said. But if you're able to kind of curve out and have pretty decent draws, the disruption mixed with the aggression is pretty sweet. Still not sure about the sideboard. It was like fine. I think having subtlety for like Tron matchups and decks where we can't win like over the top, it's good for that. But we played against Burn, we played against Creativity, and we really have nothing for those matchups. So maybe we could consider having something, maybe going down one of each, one Endurance, one Dispute, one Force, and have something for one of those matchups too. Definitely try the deck. As you guys saw, it does perform pretty sweetly. So if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.